What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon video. Well, my friends, the day we have all been waiting for is finally here. HBO Max has released their new official trailers for House of the Dragon's second season. This is about to be one hell of a season for us Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon fans. Let's have a look at every single scene, that way we can find out what's going to happen in this new season. Now, as you all know, House Targaryen will be fighting over the Iron Throne throughout this entire series. If you saw the first season, then you know Aegon was named the King of Westeros immediately after his father Viserys died. This is a major issue because we all know Viserys named his daughter Rhaenyra as his heir for the Iron Throne. However, since Rhaenyra wasn't in King's Landing when her father died, Alicent and Ser Otto were able to hold Aegon's coronation before she even knew what happened. According to Alicent, she said the realm would never accept Rhaenyra as their queen, although many lords and ladies had already bent their knee. Now Aegon, Aemon, Sir Criston Cole, and the Hightowers, as well as everyone else fighting for the sides of the Greens, have King's Landing and the Iron Throne. Well, as you can imagine, Rhaenyra immediately assembled her own force known as the Black Council after she found out Aegon had taken her throne. As the first season was ending, we saw Rhaenyra send her sons away on a mission to help her find allies to support her claim for the Iron Throne. Her sons were to fly to Storm's End, the Vale, White Harbor, and Winterfell. Unfortunately, Aemon was already at Storm's End when Lucerys Velaryon landed on his dragon. I'm sure all of you remember how this scene ended. Aemon's dragon Vhagar devoured Lucerys and his dragon Arax over Shipbreaker Bay. That was actually the moment the Dance of the Dragons officially begun. This new season will show us what happens after Rhaenyra finds out her son is dead. Now she will want to take back the Iron Throne with fire and blood. In one of the shots from the new trailers, we can see what looks like Rhaenyra and her dragon Syrax while Storm's End is off in the distance. If you look right under her dragon's head, it seems as if Rhaenyra is kneeling down in the sand, looking at either her son or her son's dragon. Rhaenyra's dragon Syrax also screams out in agony as they mourn their loss. As Rhaenyra is dealing with the loss of her son, Aegon sits in King's Landing on the Iron Throne that she believes is rightfully hers. This is basically adding insult to injury. As you can imagine, Rhaenyra will be furious, and her anger will be felt throughout the Seven Kingdoms. We hear her say, "I mean to fight this war and win it," as she's sitting with the dragon seeds on Dragonstone. Now, for those of you who don't know, there are many different dragons on Dragonstone that still need someone to ride them into battle. Well, since these dragon seeds are bastards of Valyrian descent, Rhaenyra will ask them to mount the other dragon so they can fight with her. Now, the Greens might have the biggest dragon in Vhagar, but Rhaenyra has enough dragons of her own to outnumber them. In the north, Rhaenyra's other son Jace will visit Lord Cregan Stark at Winterfell. As I said earlier, he's on a mission to find allies for his mother. While Jace is at Winterfell, he will become friends with Lord Cregan Stark. They will go to the Wall and see the Night's Watch, as you can see right here. This will be very interesting because we may find out more information about the White Walkers and the Army of the Dead. I'm not sure if they will go out beyond the Wall themselves, but the men at the Night's Watch will most likely inform them of what's happening out in the woods. Now, at the beginning of the new season, we will see Daemon and his dragon Caraxes arrive at Harrenhal. There are several shots of them in the new trailers. Harrenhal does look incredible, like something out of a scary movie. And I must say, Daemon is wearing some of the nicest armor I've ever seen. That all-black metal looks fierce and badass. If you have read Fire and Blood, then you know Daemon should be able to capture Harrenhal fairly easy. He will be asking everyone to bend the knee, otherwise their house will burn. We know some men will bend the knee, but this wouldn't be Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon without a good fight. One of the major events from this season will be the battle at Rook's Rest. It has been highlighted in many scenes throughout all of the trailers we've seen so far. This is when Aemon, Sir Criston Cole, and their men will face off against Rhaenyra's in the open field. Many men will die, but the main event from this battle will feature 3 dragons fighting above in the sky. These new trailers showcase some of House Targaryen's amazing dragons. There's Rhaenyra's dragon Syrax, Daemon's dragon Caraxes, Aemon's incredibly massive dragon Vhagar, Baela's dragon Moondancer, Laenor's former dragon Seasmoke, who will now be flown by Adam of Hall. We also have Aegon's dragon Sunfire, Drogon's mother Dreamfire, as well as many others that will be shown this season. It will be unlike anything we have seen in Game of Thrones before. Not only will we see dragons fighting dragons, but we'll also see the scorpions atop the walls of King's Landing once again. Now, the Red Keep will be heavily guarded, but it won't stop everyone from entering that castle. We see a glimpse of this in the new video. I believe this is Blood and Cheese walking through the dark hallways of the Red Keep. They're on an assignment of their own, to get vengeance for Rhaenyra and Daemon. This will be one of the most shocking moments in all of Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. Daemon will have assassins hired to avenge the death of Rhaenyra's son Lucerys Velaryon. We will see them enter the Red Keep and find their way to Helena's bedchamber. After they arrive, they will snatch her son and force her to watch him die. This shot right here is most likely from that scene. There's a woman running, while holding a sheet soaked in blood. We will see the fallout afterwards as they hold the funeral ceremony throughout the streets of King's Landing. As you can see, everyone is mourning the loss of Helaena and Aegon's son. The new trailer is also setting up the inevitable battle between Aemon and Daemon. It's funny to hear how much confidence Aemon has. He has no idea what's going to be waiting for him at the end of this series. You know what they say, be careful what you wish for. We also get another shot of Sir Criston Cole delivering justice to who I think will be Lord Darkland. It's the same man he was beheading in the video they released months ago. The battle at Rook's Rest should happen shortly after this. It will be one of the greatest battles in House of the Dragon. As you can imagine, this season will have a lot of highs and lows as our favorite characters go toe-to-toe. The dragons will dance and set fire to the sky. Hundreds or even thousands of men will burn and die. Brothers will fight, and sons will be lost. House Targaryen must rise, no matter the cost. We will see Winterfell and House Stark. Beware of Blood and Cheese who are creeping around in the dark. Sir Criston Cole will march and ride into battle, as dragon seeds die before they can climb that saddle. Everyone will see Rhaenyra get her vengeance, even if death must be the sentence. Aegon's Iron Throne will look good and shine, while the Sea Snake sits on the sideline. Daemon will fight, and on his dragon he will ride, as all the small folk run and hide. I'm so excited the show is back, the wait was forever. I think it's safe to say Game of Thrones is back, and better than ever. Now, in order to see if Rhaenyra will become queen, make sure you watch House of the Dragon on June 16.